Hello everybody, Gregg here for online tennis instruction. In today's video I'm going to talk to you about single strategy and particularly focus on that situation where you're pulled out wide having to defend. Now based on the court geometry with all things being equal, I'm going to show you where you should aim and where you should recover to. Let's take a look at an example. Here I am on the side closest to the camera, pulled out wide, but let's first take a look at my recovery position. Now when my opponent is striking the ball, notice how I'm split stepping just right of center. Now a lot of players incorrectly think they need to recover to the center of the court. Now why this is not optimal is if we look on the other side at the options my opponent has. She can hit the ball down the line, or she can use the cross-court angle against me and pull me off the court. So if you recover to the center, you're favoring the down the line shot, but you're effectively leaving the cross-court shot wide open. Now if you recover to right of center, you'll see how I'm bisecting the potential angle she has, and I have an equal distance to cover both shots. Now let's take a look at the importance of hitting the ball high and deep. By going high and deep, you buy yourself time to now get into position, so when your opponent is striking the ball, ideally you're bisecting the angle and split stepping. Now a common mistake we see is that players may go cross court, but they end up hitting the ball short. And when you hit the ball short, you allow your opponent time to move into the court, taking time away from you. We are unable to recover to your recovery position, leaving the court wide open. Now something you want to try to avoid is defending down the line. Because when you go down the line, not only will you have to run more, but you also leave the court open for your opponent. So my opponent now set up on this side of the court, so she now has this angle to use against me if she wants. So in order to cover that, my recovery position, instead of being on the right side of the court, if I was going cross court, because I went down the line, I'm going to have to recover all the way over here to bisect the angles that she has to hit into. So in effect, I'm having to run a greater distance when going down the line, plus you're giving your opponent the easier shot in going cross court. So be very careful when you go down the line. Understand you're going to have to run further, plus you're giving your opponent a bigger opening. Now let's take a look at a similar situation where my opponent will defend down the line short. Now you see I'm able to step into the court taking time away. Now based on where I'm striking the ball, her recovery should be on this side of the court. But you see how she hasn't been able to make up that distance because she's hit the ball short and I'm taking the ball early. So now there's a big opening which allows for an easy winner. So let's take a look at that one more time. When you pulled out wide, you want to go high and deep, so you buy yourself time and you're able to set up in the best position where you can bisect the angles your opponent has. So hopefully you can see the advantages of going high and deep, defending cross court when you're pulled out wide based on the court geometry.